Hi friends, welcome back to another cash stuffing. This will be the final one for January. If you'll notice, some of my nails are quite chipped. We're going to ignore that and pretend everything is perfect. First, we're going to count and see how much we're going to be stuffing today. It should be $690 here. I do have my little cheat sheet on the denominations to take out and how much money, so let's get started. Okay, so we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 490, 510, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 580, 590, 600, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So it is all there. We're gonna try really hard to not miss any. Thank you to everyone who let me know where I missed the money on the last couple of videos. Right, so we're going to start as per usual with my spending binder. Oh. So our spending envelopes aren't getting anything filled today. Unfortunately, we aren't able to fill every envelope every week with the current income, so the goal is to eventually someday be debt-free and using the money that we pay off the debt to go towards more of our savings and to fill the envelopes more. So that will be exciting. Pharmacy today is getting $10. I'm gonna try really hard to remember to put the money in every envelope. So $10 for pharmacy. So throughout the week, if I use the money from any of these envelopes, I will pull them out. I'm thinking it might be kind of cool if I can leave it for a little bit and let it build up and then do a cash unstuffing. If anyone would be interested in that, just let me know down below, just to see how the other end of it works. But so I did pull money from pharmacy and I am adding a 10. Clothing for all of us. We are going to add $5. So this is Lily's clothes, $5. So we now have 10, 20, 25, 30, and 35 for Lily. $5, 35. And who is next? We have Parker, who's getting a 5, and I'll add that in the back. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35 for Parker. And then this will be for Jord, so we'll add a 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. And this one should be for me, so we are going to add a 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. So this is going to be a slow build. It'd be nice to be able to put more money in each envelope, so because it's going to take a while to save up to have enough money for each of us to actually go buy a good amount of clothing. So, you know, long-term goals is to be able to stuff more for each of us so that we can go shopping a little more often, but it's always nice to have a good place to start. And that's part of why I started the channel, so I can watch things like my envelopes grow, because that kind of stuff is exciting for me. So sanity, is getting $30. Sometimes we skip envelopes. We won't often skip sanity because sanity is very important. So I did also pull from this envelope throughout the week. So yeah, I was thinking if I could just save, not pull anything until maybe the end of the week and show an unstuffing video. Yeah, that might be nice. So gas, we don't have anything to add. We haven't gotten any. We put $70 in last week, and that's good. Groceries, we did just get a $250 order. So I do keep track of that, even though I don't fill the envelope, just so I know that not only am I'm stuffing $690 in cash, but we also allotted $250 of our paycheck to groceries. The buffer is getting 10. I did have to pull from this. I have a couple of weird Apple charges that I have no idea what they're charging for. So yeah, I had a couple more because it happened earlier in January too, and I can't find the charge anywhere. But so I just keep paying it until I have time to actually figure out why they keep charging me. So that was buffer. And that's my bank envelope, nothing in the change, and that's just spare sheets. So then we go on to monthly spending. Okay, so also worth noting for this binder is that most of our monthly bills come out either at the end of 1 month or at the beginning of 1 month. So we are stuffing kids, rent, and insurance today, and I'm almost immediately going to unstuff them and take them to the bank because insurance comes out the last day of each month, so that will be next week sometime before our paycheck. And our the child support comes out at the first of the month, as well as the rent. So all of this will be going back to the bank once it's stuffed. So kids is getting $140, and I know that it seems redundant. I know that it seems redundant to take your money out of the bank and put it in little envelopes and then put it back in the bank, but when you're paying so much attention to where your finances are going, it's just easier to keep track of them. And like, are you kidding me? This is pretty and it's fun to play with money. So okay, so kids are getting $140, so a 100, 20 and a 40. So what we have here should be enough to cover our bill for the month of February. So we're always shooting for the month ahead. So in here for the kids, we now have 100, 200, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 50, 60. So that's 560, and that's exactly what we need. So we added 140. So that will go straight into the bank, and then we will be able to make that transfer immediately on February 1st. Rent is the same thing, 175. So we'll add the 100, 50, 75. And we do have a lot of fives in here. So another thing that some folks that do this on YouTube do is they'll do cash condensings where instead of having all of these fives, we would condense them into a 50 or 100, just so the envelopes are a little less full. But since this is going to the bank tomorrow, it'll be totally fine to leave the fives like that. So we'll count to see what we have. So we're at 100, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400, 50, 70, 90, 510, 530, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 600, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 700. So that will cover our rent for the month of February. And again, that will just go right into the bank. Okay, so for insurance, that comes out at the end of each month. We will add $35. So a 20, a 10, and a 5. I got comments from some people saying that they really like the Canadian currency. It's so pretty, and I totally agree. The only thing I'm jealous of are of the people who have the $1 bills. I hate so much carrying change around. Did I add the money? It should be, let's see what we have. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, so I must have added it. That's sad, I can't even remember. 140. So that's all. That's for our car insurance. So our phones, we're going to start stuffing these. This is a new envelope for me. Usually I just let the payments come off of the credit card, but I'm really trying to make sure we're keeping track of everything. So we're starting to stuff this as well. So Kudo, it's going to be $15 each week. Each time I get paid will be enough to cover our monthly bill at the end of the month. So we're starting fresh with Kudo with 15. And then Public Mobile. So I'm with Kudo and Jordan's with Public Mobile, and we're going to add 10 for him. His phone bill is slightly cheaper than mine, but I'm pretty, so I deserve a nice phone bill. He's laughing at me. Normally when I record, he's at work, but he took the day off today, took a little vacation day. So Jordan is in the background. So if I sound nervous, it's because I am. So this envelope is for subscriptions, and I found out, I did a little research and I found out that when you do want to switch to the yearly subscription for Amazon, you have to like pay right on the spot. So I'm going to save up the $100 so that we are able to switch to the yearly, because it does save you $20 as opposed to paying them monthly. So I'm going to add in $10. And once we hit $100 in here, that's when I will make the change. And Spotify, we are also stuffing $5. So if I stuff $5 every week, by the time the end of the month comes around, we'll have enough. And actually Spotify is only $15 a month, so I only technically need to stuff 3 of the 4 weeks. I like having flexibilities like that, so I don't need to stuff it every time. Okie dokie. And then loans, we're going to start, so my student loan comes out at the end of each month, kind of like our car insurance. So it comes out in a few days, and then I'm going to start stuffing for the following payment. And there was no other payments made on these. Credit, again, this is in here just to keep track of when we're making payments on the credit card, just so I know where the money from our paycheck is going. So we did make a $100 payment with this paycheck on the Capital One card. We use the Capital One card that's under Jordan's name to mostly get our gas, and then we will just pay it off as needed. I don't have anything on my Capital One card. That one's just kind of like for emergencies. It's just there in case we need it. The Visa, I did pay $100 on that. And that one doesn't really have a designated, it's just the one I've had for years and years. So it's just kind of when something comes up and I don't exactly have the money on me, I use that. So we could definitely pay that one down and off. The goal is to get out of debt and then use any money that we're paying towards debt and just put it right towards the savings binder for things like the future, just so we're ready when things come up, tire changes, oil changes, home renovations, anything like that. So this is my sinking funds. So we're going to put, okay, so my tattoos, one is empty. And this is like a really weird angle that I have here. So I can't go up far enough to show you a picture or to show you my tattoo. So I'm going to wait until it's healed a little bit more, and then I'll put a picture in for anyone who wants to see, because I did get a couple of questions. I love me some tattoos. So let's see what we're stuffing for me. So I did make another appointment. I am trying to finish this arm. This is going to be a full sleeve, and this is going to be a full sleeve, and we're quite close. I believe we're only 4 appointments away. So we're going to start replenishing again. So I'm putting a 50 in there. And then we are not stuffing savings today. Just trying to focus on getting my tattoo fund back up. Okay, so George, so unfortunately we're not stuffing anyone's savings today. So we do have these fun little savings challenges. We won't be stuffing those today. So Jordan will get a 50. So we'll see what he has in here now. So we did come in here and we took some money out of here. We had a little shopping spree. That was fun, but now we have to replenish it. So we're starting with 115 and we just added the 50. So we have 50, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. So 165. $165, perfect. And we're gonna skip the savings for today. Okay, so Parker, we do want to stuff the birthday envelopes because they come quicker than sometimes you're ready for them too. So we're going to add a 10 and a 5 into Parker's birthday. So now we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45 plus, oh wait, we added 15 plus 15, 45, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. And we're gonna skip the savings. I won't count the envelopes that I'm not stuffing, just to save us a little bit of time, because where we do have 3, we have 3 binders, so it does take some time to get through. I don't want to make them super long. So for Lily, we're going to put $10. Parker and Lily are our kids, and the reason that Parker gets a little bit more is because his birthday comes sooner in the year. So we're gonna need the money a little bit sooner. His birthday is in September and Lily's is in November. Oh wait, this is Lily's. Yeah, this is Lily's. Okay, so Lucy is doggo number 1. We have meds, which we're not putting anything. They're fully funded in to get their flea treatments. It's $25 to get their flea treatments. I haven't decided whether I'm going to start giving them in February. If you guys have pets, do you give your pets flea treatments all year round? Do you stop in the winter? I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, but I don't believe that they can live through the winter, but what do I know? Okay. So Lucy, no, nothing for meds. She is going to get $5 for groom. We did take out money, so she's starting over. Lucy did get her groom. Clothes, nothing today. Clothes will kind of be if we have any extra. You know, I'm not gonna stuff Lucy getting clothes every time. If we have any extra money, that can definitely be for fun money. And we are going to do $5 in emergency. So plus 5, it's 10, and there should be, so we do have this little savings challenge, and I'm just going to, I wish that I was able to, there are a little bit of higher numbers on here. I wish that we were able to go a little bit higher, but we had to be a little bit conservative with this paycheck, so. And the savings trackers are it's just for fun. It's just like a visual to be able to see your progress, and that by the time it's full, you have exactly what you need. Layla. So Miss Layla is doggo number 2. So she's not getting anything in meds. She's fully funded. Again, she's ready for flea treatments whenever we're ready to start giving them again. Nothing for groom. Layla doesn't normally go for a groom. Just if she gets really, really muddy or dirty, we might take her to get a bath or something. And toys, we are not filling toys, but we are putting $5 in her emerge. So plus 5, so now she's up to 10. And just for funsies, let's color in another 5. So maybe next week, if we're able to, we could maybe put in one of the higher numbers to start checking those off. I don't really have a plan for when I reach it. I just want to have a little bit of money set aside in case something happens to one of them. Home, we are really pushing for a new couch. So I'm not stuffing decor, because any extra we have, I'd like to put it in furniture. So we are putting $5 in furniture today. So we now have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Furniture, $5. Okay, so I can't really, I guess I could like fill out half of one. It works. So I only filled out half of one. Oh, goodness. And we're gonna hold off on Reno. So again, once all of our debts are paid off, I do have a little plan on the go, and it should be within the next couple of years that we are debt-free from all of our credit cards, our student loans, lines of credit, you know, stuff like that. We're working really hard to pay off all our debt so that all more money can come into envelopes like these, preparing for the future. So car, we're going to do, oil is going to get $10, 5.10, and it already has a 20, so now it's 25.30. And we have tires getting $5. So now there is 25 in tires. I can't wait until there's more in here and I can like flip through all the bills. I love playing with money. That's one of the main reasons I enjoy doing this. And then emergency, we do have some money in there for emergency. And again, that's just in case the car craps out. We will eventually need a new one. So worst case scenario, well, not worst case scenario, but it could be a scenario where we don't use the emergency money and we just put it towards a new car when that time comes. School for the kiddos. We have 2 kids in elementary school, so they have a lot of stuff going on in there. So I am putting $5 in grading today. So now we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Because grading will be in June. And then photos we don't have to worry about because that will be at the beginning of the next school year. So we don't have to really panic about that yet. Birthdays, we do have a little bit, we have 25 in there now, so we're okay for now. So that's birthdays. And back to school, we'll start saving for that probably in the summertime because that will be a fall expense, like a September expense. So right now we're just focusing on the ones, I focus on the categories that are coming up next. School, so that's school. And I did get the idea for the dividers in the envelopes from Kristen over on Intentional Living. I will try and put her put a link to her page down below. She's one of my favorite stuffers, and I noticed that she uses the dividers, and I think it's genius. But just so you know, you don't need to use the dividers. Like so many people have cash envelopes where it's just binders full of just one category per envelope. That's totally okay. You don't have to put in all that extra effort, but yeah, just start somewhere. So school is good. September, this is for celebrating mine and my husband's birthday as well as our wedding anniversary. They all fall in September, so we are adding $5. So 25, 35, 40. So that's 40. And we added $5. So we can color off one of these. Yay. Not only is it not the same color, but it's not even the same texture. Like these ones were done in crayon. I'm so sorry if that drives you nuts. Yeah, because that would drive me nuts. So September has his own envelope, and I change my envelopes all the time, so you might see a time where some go missing, some are added, but I will explain all that as it goes. Christmas, we always want to try and add to, even if we're going slim. We'll do $20 to each category. So Parker will get 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80. And then our next category is Lily. She will get 20. So she has 20, 40, 60, 80. And then family, so that will be just anyone other than the kids. We're gonna try and go pretty simple this year. Maybe some photos, some home cooked meals. I find that Christmas has been just getting more and more expensive over the years, and I just think it's a little unnecessary. We can show each other we love each other in other ways other than presents. So we're gonna really minimize Christmas spending and just try and spend more time together throughout the year, throughout the whole year. So 20, 40, 60, 80. And guess what? We did it. Third time's a charm. Second time. Third time. Third time's a charm. We put all the money in the envelopes. We have none left over. We do have a trips envelope left over, but we are not planning any upcoming trips. And yeah, that's just kind of for when it comes around. So we did it. I did it. We got all the money in. We don't have any money left over. Everything should match my little spreadsheet there. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you for the new subs. Thank you for the comments. I love seeing people from different places. It's really cool to see everyone else's cash budgeting videos. I didn't realize there was as many channels as there are. If there's anyone you're particularly into or someone you're super interested in watching, drop their URL or whatever that thing is down below. Drop their name below, and I want to check them out because I need more people to follow because this is fun for me. So I want to join along with you too. Okay, so next video will be the first cash stuffing of February, and I'll see you then. Thank you.